Hey, what's up, man? This is Thumper, the Shredding Hippie Surfboard. And I'm going to talk to you today about how to find the right board for you. I get a lot of questions from people because they look at my reviews, they look at my boards, and they say, I'm 5'10", 175 pounds, how big of a board should I get? And I'm like, I have no idea, man. That's not nearly enough information for me to help you figure out the right kind of board. So let's just talk about volume today, okay? Volume requirements is its own video, so we'll do that today, and then we'll talk about other stuff later. So when it comes to volume, you know, I go online just like everybody else, and I look at, you know, these so-called experts, and they're not giving you enough information about how to figure out the kind of volume that you need. So there are 4 things you need to know when it comes to volume. First one is you got to take your age into account. You know, if you're past the age of 30, that's going to make a huge difference. So you got to take that into account. Number 2, your fitness level. You got to be realistic about that, man. If you're working a 9-to-5 job and you only get to exercise once or twice a week and you don't get a lot of aerobic exercise, especially, you got to take that into account, man. You know, because, you know, if you're in really good shape, you can ride a potato chip, and if you're not so good shape, you're going to need some more volume. So you got to take that into account. Your age, your fitness level, your experience level. This is also extremely important, man, because, you know, hey, look, man, I'm the Shredding Hippie. I've been surfing a long time. I'm a good surfer. I'm a good experienced surfer. I can surf a lot of different waves. I can surf a lot of different conditions. But you know what? If somebody asks me, you know, what's my ability level, I'm going to say I am intermediate. Even though I'm a good surfer, I'm intermediate. I'm not an expert. I'm not going to be able to go out there on a contest day to pipeline and be able to perform with the pro surfers. It's just not going to happen. I would say that my ability level is intermediate on a good day, intermediate to advanced. So you got to be honest about that. Age, your fitness level, your surfing ability, and of course your weight. You got to factor all that in together. Now, when I was 30, you know, I'm 5'9" now. When I was 30, I was a ripped 175 pounds. I was surfing 4 days a week, man. Well, you know, I'm 192 pounds now, and I'm 20 years older. So that's going to add into things here. So you got to put all those things together. Now, as it happens, there's a really easy way to figure out what your perfect volume requirement is. That is, go to firewire.com and click on their volume calculator. They're going to ask you all of those questions. If you're honest and you answer that honestly, you're going to get a range for both good waves and you know bigger waves and not so good waves. You know, basically summertime and wintertime. You're going to get 2 volume requirements. Now, I found for me that the perfect volume requirement is between 45 and 46 liters. I tend to usually ride high performance boards, you know, like this. And as long as I'm riding a high performance board, even if it's for smaller waves, I still need at least 45 liters. And again, that has to do with where I surf. I surf in a place that demands a lot of paddle power. It's a long paddle out, and once you're out there, you got to paddle around to find the right spot and, you know, do all that kind of stuff, and that takes a lot of lung power. So in order for me to be happy, I need enough volume. There are other places that, you know, a much shorter paddle out, then it's okay. You know, you can get a smaller board, but even then, you know, volume is your friend, man. You know, really, volume is really your friend, just like they say. So anyway, that's what you need to do. My suggestion is, you know, if you want my help and you've got questions about what kind of surfboard you need, I'm happy to help you with that, but you've got to answer those 4 questions. And with that, I can help you determine the right board for you. Now, when it comes to surfing the Hypnotic, people should be asking me, because the Hypnotic, as you know, is a single quad hybrid. Now, single fins, they can handle a little more volume and a little more length. And the reason for that is that there's 2 reasons. The first one is, you know, you're doing a lot of these deep carving turns, which, you know, a longer board is going to give you the length to be able to do that. The other thing is that you got the single fin, which you can change the placement on the single fin. So even if you do, let's say, buy a board that's too big for you, all you got to do is push that single fin farther up or get a little smaller one. That thing will turn super loose. It's really amazing what you can do with single fins. You can't do that with a tri or a quad. You've got a fixed length, and if that length is too long, doesn't matter if you do quad or tri, you're going to be upset. Single fin, you get one that's a little too big, you're going to be just fine. All you do is you push that single fin up or get a smaller fin, and that thing will turn really well, and you'll be very happy with it. So that's my video on volume requirements, man. So if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up and subscribe. And hey, man, you want me to custom make a surfboard for you? I can do that. Just give me the kind of surfboard that you want with the dimensions. Anyway, give me a call. We'll talk it over. I can shape your perfect board for you. So that's it for now, man. Shred till you're dead.